everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Penn State's offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Threw to the wrong guy. And he got picked up.
So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5.
I missed it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You have got to be kidding me.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. Inside the 30.
I don't know what's going on right now. Yo. What is going on?
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced 1 interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Got his man quickly. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it's no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Trying to get behind the defense. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal on the floor.
I told you.
Faster,
I told you. That shit was crazy.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. The Golden Gophers get
That was
enough
nuts.
for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
At first, I was like, what the hell is going on? And all of a sudden, I realized it was a
They got
glitch.
first and
And I was
10
like,
at the
okay,
34.
I'm not going to dive.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gonna run it. It's Peters. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they can't make the connection. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on third down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Comes out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
They're setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Going deep. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate him. Because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got a man. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Kill me.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to pass. Trying to get to him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going to pass on second down. Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He makes the catch. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be knocked down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his man down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Keeps it on the bootleg. grabbed in the middle. It's Leach. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
Oh,
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep.
I thought you were going to get straight.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Nifty little dance step. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. On the run, it's Witherspoon. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw for it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they're staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Touches to kickstart this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Bulls his way forward. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's back to throw on second down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. Makes the grab at the tag. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Going for 6. And he's got it. For a touchdown, it won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 10 over Texas A&M. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The offense out with 30 seconds left.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You can